Hello and welcome, Number Hunter 91 here, and in this video I'm going to take a look at the 5 brand new Gimmick Puppet cards that are being released in Legendary Duelists Immortal Destiny. So we have Gimmick Puppet Gigantis Doll, Gimmick Puppet Terror Baby, Gimmick Puppet Biscuit Doll, Perform Puppet and Puppet Parade. These are the official English names for them. We have the official effects now. This is through Konami. First found out about the set being released through Italian Yu-Gi-Oh! On Facebook. I'll put links to both in the description below, and I will also put a link to my set review video as well down there for you. So I'm going to go over each one of the 5 and hopefully see their strengths and their weaknesses, and I will be doing a further Gimmick Puppet based video of testing the deck, seeing how well it can run and whatnot. So cracking on with Gigantis Doll, we have a rank 4 Dark Machine Xyz effect monster with 0 attack, 2000 defense, requires 2 level 4 Gimmick Puppet monsters, and its effect reads as follows. You can detach 2 materials from this card, then target up to 2 monsters your opponent controls, which is the cost. Gain control of them until the end phase. Also, for the rest of this turn, you cannot special summon monsters except Gimmick Puppet monsters, nor declare an attack except with XYZ monsters, and that's the actual effect. So you have the cost and the effect, and I'll go do this with all of them where they have it. Then it has another effect. You can tribute this card. All monsters you currently control become level 8 until the end of this turn, and you can only use each effect of Gimmick Puppet Gigantis Doll once per turn. So it gives the deck a huge boost. I'm not going to lie, it does give them a huge boost. It's a walk-in double snatch steal, providing it doesn't get negated. You can, if this is the only monster you've brought out first of all and it's sitting in your extra monster zone, you tribute it off, turn the rest of your board into level 8s, and then you can carry on with your turn, which I really like the look of. And the fact that it turns them into level 8s means that you could in theory start seeing more number 107 Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon, Heretic Sun Dragon, you know, the guy, the red guy. You got the level 8 Gimmick Puppet XE monsters, sorry, rank 8 XE monsters for Gimmick Puppets as well. So it will just help tutor those out a little bit easier, which I really personally like the thought of. Then we go on to Gimmick Puppet Terror Baby, which has the stats of being a level 4 Dark Machine effect monster, 500 attack, 0 defense. When this card is normal summoned, you can target 1 Gimmick Puppet monster in your graveyard except Gimmick Puppet Terror Baby, special summon it in defense position. You can banish this card from your graveyard. Your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to the activation of your Gimmick Puppet monster effects this turn. Brilliant. Wow. Okay, so let's break this one down a little bit. So when it is normal summoned, which is its condition, you can then target 1 Gimmick Puppet monster in your graveyard except for itself. That's the cost. So the condition is it being normal summoned. Its cost is I target, say, Gimmick Puppet Dreary Doll, and then its resolution is to special summon it in defense position. Its secondary effect is you can banish this card from your graveyard as a cost. Your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to the activation of your Gimmick Puppet monster effects this turn is its resolution and the actual effect. So providing it doesn't get negated for the rest of the turn, your opponent can then not negate or respond in total to any further Gimmick Puppet responses, which I think is absolutely brilliant. One of the things that the deck struggles with is effect negation and destruction. So The next card, which is Gimmick Puppet Biscuit, addresses card effects, which is really, really nice. So if you can get the two together, it will absolutely mean that you can just go off on your turn. So, reading the stats and effect of Biscuit, it is a level 8 Dark Machine effect monster. They are all Dark Machines. And the effect reads as follows. You can special summon this card from your hand by discarding one Gimmick Puppet monster. Or one effect. That's its summoning condition. Brilliant. Like it. You can banish this card from your graveyard. Your opponent cannot target Gimmick Puppet monsters you control with card effects this turn. So it'll switch off the targeting, and then if you use Terror Baby, they cannot respond to the effects of any of your Gimmick Puppets. Lovely. So, going over that second effect, banishing it from the grave is its cost, and then your opponent not being able to target Gimmick Puppet monsters for the rest with card effects for the rest of the turn that you control is the resolution and the effect. I personally am liking these newer cards. Then we go on to the new spell card, which is Perform Puppet. It's a continuous spell card and reads as follows. You can banish one Gimmick Puppet monster from your graveyard. All monsters you currently control become that banished monster's level until the end of this turn, even if this card leaves the field. I quite like that effect, because it means that you can get into the rank 8s a lot quicker. If a face-up Gimmick Puppet monster or monsters you control is destroyed by battle or an opponent's card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can target one of your banished Gimmick Puppet monsters, special summon it. You can only use each effect of Perform Puppet once per turn. So let's break that down a little bit as well. So, first effect basically turns around and goes, okay, so I'm going to banish Biscuit, which is a level 8, and until the end of my turn, or that turn, all monsters that I currently control become that banished monster's level. So it's only the ones that are currently on the field, which is a little bit of a downside, because it means that if you go to continue your play afterwards, they will stay at whatever level that card is. So a little bit of a downside to it, but overall, if you do it correctly, you're going to have 5 monsters on board and you can turn them all to level 8 or all to level 4 and continue your plays on that way. Its secondary effect, if a face-up Gimmick Puppet monster or monsters you control is destroyed by battle or by an opponent's card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can target one of your banished Gimmick Puppet monsters, special summon it. So the activation requirements is if a Gimmick Puppet monster or monsters is destroyed by battle or opponent's card effect, and that will include the Link monster, and it will include the XEs because they all contain Gimmick Puppet within their name. And then its cost is to target one banished Gimmick Puppet monsters, or one of your banished Gimmick Puppet monsters, sorry, and special summon it. So that can allow the reuse of Terror Baby. It allows the reuse of Biscuit as well, which is quite nice. And the special summoning of that banished monster is its resolution. So you can only use its effect once per turn. So personally, I'd have it at possibly a 2 of in the deck. You kind of want 3 to help keep Terror Baby and Biscuit recurring. But personally, I think that might be too bricky. I am testing a deck at the moment, so I will get my head around the ratios, and I'll be bringing a deck profile of that deck with some dual replays, both wins and losses. I'm not one of these that just gives wins as videos. Excuse me. Because I don't think that is a fair representation of the deck. Gimmick Puppets will be a rogue deck. They are certainly not going to be meta at any time soon. They're just not personally quick enough. but they can still cause problems because they are a little bit of a control deck. Don't get me wrong, some of the original Gimmick Puppets have brilliant effects that can really interrupt your opponent. But I do see it more of a control deck and not an attacking combo deck. Excuse me. So, as I said, in another video I will be doing a deck profile along with replays. And let us know what you think of these down in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you very much for watching.